Ladies and gentlemen, welcome here to Talladega Superspeedway as we are bringing you coverage of the Aaron's 499 from Talladega, the 10th race of the 2016 NASCAR Sprint Cup Series season here today. This is the Aaron's 499, a 22-lap race, getting set to be run today with 43 drivers taking the green flag. I'm Rick Burton here in the broadcast booth, here to give you full coverage of today's race. You saw in yesterday's XFINITY race, rookie Josh Berry picked up his first career win in the series after holding off teammate Sam Hornish Jr. He won that in a green-white checker. We could very well see something like that yet again today. Your most recent winner in the NASCAR Sprint Cup Series is Kevin Harvick. He won last weekend at Richmond, his second win of the year. Harvick became the first two-time winner in 2016. But let's jump to your front row. You have Aric Almirola, a guy who ran in yesterday's Xfinity race but crashed. Almirola will start on the pole next to the number 12 of Ryan Blaney. Row 2 are the Chevrolets of Austin Dillon and Casey Kane. Kurt Busch is your championship point leader for Stewart-Haas Racing in that 41 car. He currently leads. That is pretty much all your pre-race news. We're going to send it down check side and get you the most famous words in all of motorsports.
Drivers, start your engines!
The base car will lead the field onto the track so they can complete their one and only pace lap. Down below, your starting grid will roll across the screen. Aric Almirola on the pole in that Petty Blue number 43. Kind of a surprise pole center out of Richard Petty Motorsports. That number 43 up front, got Ryan Blaney, the rookie, Austin Dillon, Casey Kane, Joey Logano and Chase Elliott, Ricky Stenhouse Jr. and Trevor Bayne, and Chris Buescher and David Reagan, the top 10. Making their way into turn number 3, going green this time by. On his starting grid, he possibly saw some different paint schemes in the field. He got some more updated 2016 paint schemes. You have Greg Biffle driving the KFC Ford, Carl Edwards in the Subway Toyota. You have Casey Mears in a new Geico paint scheme. You have Kevin Harvick in a new paint scheme. So does Jamie McMurray in the 1. Michael McDowell driving the 95. That is a Chevrolet team now affiliated with RCR. But we jump up here. Aric Almirola and Ryan Blaney are front row coming down to the line. Green flag is out. We are underway from Talladega. The 10th race in the NASCAR Sprint Cup Series is green. And it is a pretty even start at the front of the field. Aric Almirola and Ryan Blaney side by side, door to door down in the turn number 1. But give the edge to the inside lane with Aric Almirola. He leads with Austin Dillon right on his back bumper off turn number 2. They head down the long back straightaway at Talladega. Logano, a good push with a 17 of Stenhouse Jr. Dillon makes a jump to the inside for the lead. But don't forget about Casey Kane in that 5. He's trying to come up through the middle. Logano's going to run right into the door of Casey Kane. And we got Stenhouse Jr. in that 17. He shoved his way to the inside of Logano. Blaney falls back on the outside lane. Edwards nearly gets wrecked by Allmendinger. We stay green, but now on the inside, give it to the 17 of Stenhouse, but not so fast. At 21, Chris Buescher works his way to the inside. Give the lead to the line. Give it to Austin Dillon. He led the first lap of the race. Chase Elliott trying to make it 4 wide in that 24 car. Gets on right on the right rear corner, put out Trevor Bayne. There goes the 48 around. Jimmy Johnson spins. David Reagan comes back up the track. Watch out, guys. Come on. No, Kane. Oh, come on, Kane. Don't wreck. Up into the 19 of Carl Edwards. Nowhere to go. Stewart gets collected, and they're all wrecking back here. We have Brian Vickers upside down. Just now, it's just a big mess back here. Matt DiBenedetto, Michael Lynette, Bobby Labonte, J.J. Yaley. And back here, the 48 of Johnson by Chris Buescher. Kyle Larson side by side. And it looks like that 42 will win the battle to the line. Kyle Larson in that 42 car. Something I've done and noticed in my test races, these guys like to wreck on the yellow. Like right here, Smith, Sadler, Biffle. And Biffle just got turned by Regan Smith, and now they're all running it into each other. And look at that. Mears, McDowell, Kurt Busch about spun each other out just to slow down. And Castle, oh man, Allmendinger, Michael Waltrip. These guys are refusing to slow down. See, they're all like together, and I don't know why they're, and all dependent down, they're just running the back of Bowman. Michael Annette, Jimmy Johnson. The first guy who I saw get turned, and what initially brought out the yellow was that 48 of Jimmy Johnson. And we're going to go back and see what happened to that 48. And coming out of here off turn number 2, you see Elliott getting into Trevor Bayne at the same time. See, David Reagan nearly got taken out, but it looks like Sadler got into Allmendinger. Allmendinger got into Johnson somehow, and it looks like the 48 may have got some contact from that 55. First car that really spun was that 48 of Johnson. He's going to hit the inside wall pretty good with the rear end of that low Chevrolet. So that will happen to Johnson. But now, you think, okay, they know yellow is out. You think they'll slow down some. Well, that's not the case. In fact, Johnson's teammate, of all people, Casey Kane, started 4th. He's going to get turned by that 51. May have been Allgaier who turned Casey Kane around. It is. Kane will spin up the track right in front of the 19 of Carl Edwards. See Stewart, Brian Scott gets hit by Yaley. Labonte runs into the 23, and then you got the 15 of Brian Vickers upside down. Hits the Benedetto. Ryan Newman, your Daytona 500 champion, involved in a 31 car. Alex Bowman, Paul Menard. Just a big mess that just did not need to happen. Then up here, you got a mess with Greg Biffle. He's going to end up getting run into by Regan Smith, who just turned Sadler up into Biffle. A lot of cars, though, have taken their cars behind the wall. Bobby Labonte, he is out the race. J.J. Yaley, Brett Moffitt, and Tony Stewart. Brian Vickers, Brian Scott, Brad Keselowski, Carl Edwards, Casey Kane. They are out of the race, leaving us with 34 cars to battle it out when we go back green. Okay, I just kind of missed the start there because I'm stupid. But anyway, we're back green. Kyle Larson, Regan Smith side by side. And Smith made him into the inside. And he's going to bring that 88 of Dale Earnhardt Jr. Another junior behind him, that 17 of Ricky Stenhouse Jr. Lined up on the inside with a 24 Chase Elliott, 43 of Eric Almirola. Making their way into the tri-oval. We have 34 cars remaining on track after that big crash that took out most of the cars that were running near the back, like Labonte and Yaley. Back green though, and here comes that 17 of Stenhouse Jr. now to the inside. Yeah, there comes that 24 Chase Elliott. Had the 43 of Almirola, 78 of Truex. Ryan Blaney out, give a call to that 51 of Justin Allgaier up here in this lead pack. Also that 13 Casey Mears, having a great run right now. And back here you have that 4 Kevin Harvick and the 1 of Jamie McMurray. They're just trying to hang with the lead pack. But with Harvick, these guys are running side by side. That's just punching the hole in the air for that 4 car of Harvick to really close in. And up front, the 24 leads to Chase Elliott, but not so fast. Here comes that 78, and here comes that 12. We have one car, I believe, off track. Did we? No, we don't, but I thought I saw some white car go off. I don't know, must just be seeing things. Anyway, we're still 4 wide for no reason up here when there's still a lot of laps left to go. Ryan Blaney, Justin Allgaier, David Reagan on the inside. You have Trevor Bayne. You have Elliott Sadler and Almirola rubbing doors. This is not going to end well for the 9. The 43. Austin Dillon on the inside. And Stenhouse is going to turn Elliott. Elliott saves it over 200 miles per hour. And the 24 rookie Chase Elliott able to do that at just, 19, 20 years old. That's pretty good. Pretty cool for the 24 Elliott to be able to hang on. Look at this, at 51. Justin Allgaier out of H. Scott Motorsports, a underfunded team up here, leading at Talladega, a team based out of Spartanburg, South Carolina, the former Phoenix Racing team owned by Colonel James Finch. Harry Scott bought the team, created H. Scott Motorsports. They filled 2 cars, with Allgaier and Michael Annette. Now you got Clint Boyer in that 77, Casey Mears, Austin Dillon. Oh, come on, guys, watch out. These guys are making me nervous. Michael Annette, Michael Waldrop, Matt DiBenedetto, Kurt Busch, Landon Castle, Bowman, Biffle. These guys have their own little pack. This is about a 22 car pack led by that 51 of Justin Allgaier. Clint Bowyer in second. Now Bowyer will jump to the inside. Here comes that one of McMurray. Chip Ganassi Racing driver, that one of McMurray. Then you got rookie Chase Elliott still up here. Kyle Larson, Logano, Stenhouse. You have 22 guys in this lead pack. Any of them can win this race. Either if you're in a lead like Allgaier or Bowyer, or even if you're in last place like A.J. Allmendinger in 22nd, as Reagan and Newman will rub doors down in the turn number 3. When they rub doors like that, like they're just beating on each other, that's what makes me nervous, because they go like near that outside wall when they do that, but even in the grass. Now the 3 wide again, Chase Elliott, Joey Logano. They have no help, but here comes the run on the inside by the 17 of Ricky Stenhouse Jr. He'll move to the inside for the lead. 4 wide again though. On the inside, Sadler, Mears, Dale Jr. in the middle, Bowyer up top right near the wall. So does Allgaier back here in that 51. Stenhouse Jr. leads. Here comes that 18 of Kyle Busch. Stenhouse moves low to pick up the 18 on the inside lane. Oh, there they go. You get Reagan's wrecking in the back. David Reagan, Justin Allgaier, and Clint Bowyer and Eric Almirola heading towards the inside wall. Caution way, we just passed the halfway point in this race. And now it's going to be the 17 of the 18 to the line. Here comes the momentum out of the 18 of Kyle Busch. But leading us back to the yellow flag will be the 17 of Ricky Stenhouse Jr. out of Rouse Fenway Racing. Back here, though, I don't think they're done to wrecking yet. They're 4 wide. Hamlin, Jr., Mears, and Dillon. Come on, guys. We just saw some guys wreck on the yellow, I believe, not long ago. I think it was Biffle. Come on, guys, just get slow down. Just get slow down. So the 17 is the leader at the line, but it was a fellow Ford driver, Eric Almirola, involved. Justin Allgaier, Clint Bowyer, and David Reagan probably got the worst, or at least amount of damage. But Allgaier got some pretty good damage in that 51 car. Now we're going to go back and see what happened. And the first car I saw get turned was that 55 with David Reagan. And we're going to go back to the back straightaway. See the rubbing doors like I've been saying. And right there, Allgaier, Reagan get together. Bowyer, Almirola, nowhere to go. Almirola spins towards the inside wall. I have no idea if he hit the wall or not, but it looks like the way he's aiming for it. He missed that wall, but right there, he got a little fence right there on the inside of turn 3. Clint Bowyer, pretty good damage in that Furniture Row Racing Toyota. Justin Allgaier, just talked about how a great run he was having for H. Scott. We'll see what he can do as we are under yellow. Nobody has went behind the wall. A few cars are coming down pit road. They are Clint Bowyer and David Reagan. But Ricky Stenhouse Jr. leads. Kyle Busch, Regan Smith, Elliott Sadler, and Trevor Bayne. Going back green with 6 laps remaining. Can the 17 of Ricky Stenhouse Jr. pick up his first career win in the NASCAR Sprint Cup Series? Kyle Busch looking for his first win of the year for Joe Gibbs Racing, the defending NASCAR Sprint Cup Series champion. He's done second. Third place, give a call to Regan Smith for Stewart Haas Racing, looking for his first win since joining this high-power team after 2015. He has a XFINITY win back in 2013 for Jenny Motorsports. In fourth place, Elliott Sadler. So far, it's been a rough year since reuniting with Richard Petty Motorsports. Right now, they're around 30, almost like outside the top 30 in points. Sadler, a good run today would be huge for that 9 team. Running out your top 5 is Trevor Bayne. He's always good when it comes to restricted plate racing. He won the Daytona 500 back in 2011. He's in 5th. Ryan Blaney. Right now running in 6th. Kevin Harvick, Ryan Newman, your 500 champion from this year. Joey Logano, and Martin Truex. That is your top 10. Austin Dillon, Dale Jr., Casey Mears, Denny Hamlin, McMurray, Elliott, Larson, Allmendinger, Kenseth, and Menard. Paul Menard's 20th right now, and he can still win this race. You have one car on pit road. That's the 38, I believe, of Landon Castle. having some mechanical problems right now. 38. Lanny Castle, he may have went one lap down. And we're going back green, and 17 now has a problem. The 17 has a problem because he kind of slowed down when we went green, and now jumping to the outside is the 18 of Kyle Busch. I think the 17 may be okay, but that kind of scared me for a moment because I thought, he's going to break down in front of the field, but it looks like Stenhouse may be okay. Regan Smith jumps to the back bumper of the 17. Here comes Blaney to the inside. Ryan Blaney, can that first win come today? Ryan Newman, Logano. But Stenhouse on the outside falling back now. And remember, should we end under yellow, we would go overtime for a green-white checker finish. Here's the lead pack as they come out of turn number 4. Regan Smith and now Ryan Blaney. Here comes that 31 of Ryan Newman. Look at Newman. Can he go back-to-back wins on the restrictor plate? On the restrictor plates. Newman not really qualified as a good restrictor plate racer because of all the bad luck and all the hard crashes he's had at Talladega and Daytona. He's up here with the lead. Logano, Dale Jr., Casey Mears. Have Martin Truex, have Austin Dillon. And now to the inside comes Casey Mears. We have about, I don't know how many cars are in this lead pack, and if I try to count, we'll end up having another wreck, and I don't want to miss it. So Ryan Newman, Logano, Dale Jr. third, Casey Mears, and Austin Dillon, your top 5 as they come out of turn number 4. It'll be 4 laps remaining at Talladega. Hamlin on the grass, we have another wreck. This will probably take us overtime right here, folks. I just said that pretty bad. And this will mean more work for me. We are on the yellow at Talladega. And we will have to go overtime, sadly. The 7 of Alex Bowman involved. Matty Benedetto, Kurt Busch. A lot of cars, man. We have Clint Boyer, Greg Biffle, Allmendinger, McDowell, Smith, Johnson, Larson, Almirola. A lot of cars back here. Who got through it? Right now your leader is that 88 of Dale Earnhardt Jr. So let's go back very quickly and see what happened. As we're going to have to go overtime. We didn't have to go overtime yesterday, I don't believe. Well, yeah, we did. Had that green-white checker. Involve also the 24 rookie Chase Elliott. And it's going to happen with the 42 of Kyle Larson. He's going to be the bonehead that makes that move. Gets in the back of Denny Hamlin, up the track into Smith, Harvick, nowhere to go, Trevor Bayne, Johnson, and Menard. He came back up into McDowell, and they just ran into Harvick and Kenseth again. Allgaier went through the grass, Bowman to Benedetto. Look at all these cars. I have no idea if they'll be able to continue for the green-white checker, and they will. Their ratings will be lowered, so they won't have no advantage. But yeah, a lot of cars have already went behind the wall. You have Clint Boyer, Eric Almirola, Kurt Busch, Matty Benedetto, Allmendinger, Bowman, Johnson, Larson, Regan Smith. Right now we have 24 cars still remaining. Greg Biffle coming down pit road. Now I know we're not going to be able to go back green, but Dale Jr., Logano, Casey Mears, Austin Dillon, Ryan Newman, Denny Hamlin, Jamie McMurray, Martin Truex, Ryan Blaney, Ricky Stenhouse Jr., Elliott Sadler. Remember, it was Josh Berry who restarted 11th and got the win in yesterday's Xfinity race. Right now, he's in 11th place. I'm just saying. Kyle Busch 12th, Allgaier, David Reagan, and Chris Buescher in top 15. And we are just going to go and speed this up. I wish we can go back green so I don't have to do this extra work, but that's okay. Just make sure we end on the yellow. That's not going to happen. Make sure we end on the green. And right now, if I was not to do a green-white checker, Dale Earnhardt Jr. would win the race. And it was one of his drivers who was in this position yesterday with Cole Custer. So we'll see what will happen in the green-white checker. That'll be coming your way pretty soon. Stay tuned. Okay, so we are back for a green-white checker finish. It'll be 2 laps. We're about to enter lap number 23, and then we'll have lap 24. We have 22 cars remaining on track. Dale Jr., Joey Logano, Casey Mears, Austin Dillon, Ryan Newman, Denny Hamlin, Jamie McMurray, Martin Truex, Ryan Blaney, and Ricky Stenhouse Jr., Elliott Sadler, Kyle Busch, Justin Allgaier, and David Reagan, Chris Buescher and Kevin Harvick, Chase Elliott and Michael Annett, Michael Waldrop and Matt Kenseth, Paul Menard, and Michael McDowell. That is your 22 drivers who were either on the lead lap A, and they were also running at the end of the previous 22-lap race you just saw. Down to the line, who will have the advantage? It'll be 2 laps for racing to go from Talladega. We're underway here. Jenny got a pretty good jump. Logano's right there with him in that 22 car. And Mears right on the back bumper of that 88. He's moving towards the front, pushing that number 88 of Dale Jr. Stenhouse went high. That's not good for the 17 shot at the win. Who's going to jump low and get behind that 13? Here comes that 3 of Austin Dillon. Dillon gets behind the 13 of Casey Mears. Newman high with, now he's in the middle with McMurray on the inside. Coming in on turn number 4. The fans are on their feet as you see their favorite driver, Dale Earnhardt Jr. lead at Talladega. Casey Mears second. Look at the 3 of Austin Dillon. Austin Dillon on the inside. Denny Hamlin, Jamie McMurray. There's Elliott Sadler. He did good in the 500. There's Allgaier. Chris Buescher is there. White flag is out for Austin Dillon. He leads Denny Hamlin, Jamie McMurray, Sadler, and Allgaier. 9:51. Are they in the best seat right now? Here comes the one of McMurray to the inside of Denny Hamlin. Sadler high. Dillon trying to block that one of McMurray. Don't forget about Allgaier in that 51 car. Allgaier didn't wreck in that first race. It's between Dillon and McMurray. 3 and 1. They come from turn 4. Can Dillon hang on? Win his first ever NASCAR Sprint Cup Series race. McMurray makes his move now. It's like yesterday all over again. They're side by side. Who will have the edge? Austin Dillon does it. Does he? Austin Dillon has won the Aaron's 499 at Talladega. He edges Jamie McMurray in the 1. Austin Dillon wins at Talladega, his first ever NASCAR Sprint Cup Series win, and it comes at Talladega. What a job well done by the RCR Chevrolet of Austin Dillon, but Jamie McMurray comes up just a little bit short from winning his first race of the year. And how about Chris Buescher, another top 5 at Talladega. Chase Elliott, another great run. Justin Allgaier, a career best top 5 finish for Justin Allgaier. What a great job with that 51 car. Paul Menard. Elliott Sadler gets another top 10. Ricky Stenhouse Jr. gets 12th. Denny Hamlin 3rd. What a run that was to the finish. Austin Dillon gets the win. What a surprise winners weekend here at Talladega. Yesterday, Josh Berry picked up his first ever NASCAR XFINITY Series win, and today it is Austin Dillon's turn to celebrate as he is the winner in the NASCAR Sprint Cup Series to WeatherTech Chevrolet. Going to Talladega victory lane here. Let's go back and look at that finish. I believe McMurray may have made his, looks like he possibly made his move a little bit too late. And, you know, Chris Buescher and Denny Hamlin, Justin Allgaier, they're just not close enough there to help the two guys, these two guys, Dillon and McMurray. And yeah, Austin Dillon, he is the winner here at Talladega. Let's look at this right here. Dillon edges McMurray. You know, yesterday it was the car on the inside that won with Josh Berry over Sam Hornish Jr. It's a complete opposite today. Austin Dillon, your winner at Talladega. So that will end the weekend here. On your screen, you'll see your official results and your point standings after the 10th race of the NASCAR Sprint Cup Series season. This video may be long. I apologize. But, yeah, next weekend the NASCAR Sprint Cup Series and the NASCAR Cape Road Truck Series will be going head-to-head at Kansas Speedway next weekend. Then the week after that will be the All-Star Weekend with all 3 series coming together. So Remember, if you have yet to vote for any of the top 3 series for any driver, make sure you do so. Check out NASCARMockseason.weebly.com for more information about results, points, news, videos, pictures, and more. So that is all here from Talladega. Congrats to Austin Dillon on the win in the 2016 Aaron's 499. Goodbye, everyone.